Hey, Steve Zook here. Welcome back to Pokes for the Channel. Hey, this guitar is available $4.99, and I'm going to throw in a brand new case. And cases for 17-inch wide guitars are not cheap, so it's a pretty good situation. Hey, I want to talk a little bit about inside and outside playing. I've been watching a few people on the internet, and when I used to do a lot of guitar trade shows, where I'd show up at a trade show with 60, 70 guitars, set up a booth. The whole thing's a lot of work, but it was kind of fun. People used to come around and watch me play, and I'd watch other people play, and it was really cool. Just kind of a big guitar party, so to speak. But one of the things that actually other players used to ask me about was, and some of these guys were actually pretty good, was playing a little more outside. I mean, they were actually more critical of the playing than I was. I'd usually say, hey, you sound pretty good, and they'd be like, well, I feel like I'm too predictable or whatever. So I want to address that. Let's take a look at, I used to do a lot of standards years ago, mostly for the knowledge, and I used to always play, I used to do some parties that get like $100 an hour, set to play standards and do some flamenco, and used to play to a blues tape, and then on break, go talk to the prettiest girl there, right? It was cool. But anyway, just as an example, that's a weird sound and over here. Anyway, don't worry about that. But anyway, let's say you're taking all the things you are, and the whole idea behind standards, besides the fact that it is a beautiful thing, I don't suggest you get stuck in jazz or standards. It's more for developing your improvisational skills and waking up your musical mind, which is really what the Guitar Ladder program is about. I got to keep these videos short though, so they upload. But like all the things you are, as opposed to just doing it like this. Start by adding a little color. When I used to take from Horace Hatchett, who taught Howard Roberts how to play, and Howard Roberts, that's back when he was a young man in Arizona. Howard Roberts went on to become one of the best jazz guitar players ever. He started the MIT in Hollywood, which they now have commercials on TV. I mean, he was a major cat in jazz, one of the best players ever. But I took from his teacher, Horace Hatchett, and what Horace Hatchett used to talk about is going through and starting to change chords and stuff. I mean, you can break the rules. But as an example, like here, as opposed to just going like this, you can use this chord. It's more lush, it has more depth, but it's still a beautiful chord. It's a kind of a bichord, combines a major 9 and a minor 7. But see, that's more, if I go like this, and then that's a lot more interesting than just going. I'll be dominant 7, right? Okay. Now, what I used to do, and one good approach is you play it the first time a little bit more normal. Play it the first time, kind of staying within the framework of the chords suggested. But then maybe the next time through, add a little bit more color. It'll make your playing so much more interesting. And you want to make sure that you use all these kind of ideas tastefully. So again, this is a quick example, but it's a really valid example. So as opposed to just going like this, right? We're going to add a little more color. So we're going to use the bichord. And then here, yeah, it's a little more tension. And then here, because see, this form is cool, man. This form has it's almost like more like a piano player, like Bill Evans or something. Because here you get the major 13 with a flat 5. So now you could even use that here. You could be like, see, yeah, you could do this. In fact, the interesting thing about my Guitar Ladder program is people are starting to email me now that have been in the program, 3 or 4 months, and they're saying, yeah, I was going through one of your cycles. I ran right into a standard and went right into some changes that perfectly fit in the standard. This is what's going to happen to you. But again, my Guitar Ladder program is not for any one style of music. It's just for waking up your musical mind. But anyway, that's the example for today. So use this bichord. And then here, maybe come down to, so see, that has more color, or you could, you could do this. See this is, that's a, you know, that gives you, that's a nice form. See that form is just like a dominant 9. It's got the root flat 7, 9, 3. I got to keep these examples short. But I'm just going to bite this little piece off in little bite-sized pieces like this. So as opposed to just this. Which is cool, but god darn, it's predictable as all hell, right? There's no extra color or no extra tension and resolution, you know. It's all about, you know, don't be a boring player. You know, I mean, I'm not putting down, I love everybody and what they do. My goal, I swear to God, this seems almost like my mission statement in life at times, is to help everybody become a better guitar player, including me. That's why I listen to guys like Borelli Legrand. I mean, if you want to hear somebody that's really woken up their musical mind, listen to Borelli Legrand. And I don't like to talk about who's the best on the planet, but he probably is. Also, you can go to stevezookguitars.com, go to my guitar letter page, listen to some of my compositions to kind of get a little more range of what I do. Anyway, so that's the idea, okay? Or you can go. So we're going to stop right there. This is available. It's a bitchin' guitar. It's starting to really sound good. $4.99. Comes with a brand new case, a little shipping. You got it sounds like an L5 or something. Take care.